Okay, first name the movie. Pretend I have a little crystal looking ball thing in my hand. Secretary of Education. I only saw that movie recently for the first time. In case you're wondering, it's Idiocracy. And boy, did it see our future coming. In President Camacho. Sit down, sit the fuck down. Sit your monkey ass down. Shit. Is teleprompter. Shit. I know shit's tough, crops ain't growing and shit, but I got a 3-part plan. Terry Crews, right? All right, so Cliff High sent us a message, an email. He goes, hey, look what someone sent me, And the guy said, I think it was a guy. He said, I seem to remember something in your old data called something about a dog poet. Like right around the time Armed Revolution 2.0 is getting ready to kick off. There was something about a dog poet. Dog and a poet, whatever, it's dog poet thing. And he goes, there's this viral video going around by this guy, Oliver Anthony. He's got a dog or a couple dogs down there. And in this video, they show him. And his words, are at least sparking a revolution in the minds of some people on a personal level. But he goes, and then there's this other guy that did a rap song to it, which is the same song I was playing that little drum thing to the other day, the first part. And he's got a dog in his video. And just was interesting. So this guy decided to message Cliff about it. So that's one thing. It's interesting. This Webbot data from so long ago is just, again, kind of coming to fruition. And then there's Tory was on a Twitter live, whatever they call those dumb things, Spaces. And she was talking to a guy, and they were talking, and she mentioned, oh no, the 10 days of darkness, yeah, it's going to be a blackout, like grid down, like in some places. But she said, the 10 days of darkness, yeah, it's what it's going to be. She goes, but she kind of hinted though that it's not like it wouldn't be quite like bad as you might think, or like how it's going to go down is not going to be maybe what you think. So like you might be preparing for the worst, but it's not going to be that bad kind of a thing. And so she kind of said that the other day. And it got me to thinking, does it have to be 10 days in a row of darkness? 10 days in a row? Or is it going to be some blackouts for 2 or 3 hours, you know what I mean, or a few hours every day in a row kind of a thing, You wouldn't think it would happen during the winter time due to the potential harm to regular people, losing the electric in the winter. In many states, not mine, Florida's, we could lose it and it'd be fine. We don't get that cold here. But, it's just a thought. And then I thought, well, does it have to be 10 days in a row either? Did anyone say that it has to be 10 days back to back? Not really. No. But you would think if they're going to do this for operations and start taking down these people or something, if that's the purpose of the 10 days, is to unseal these sealed indictments in the tens of thousands, you wouldn't just do a few a day, because then everyone who's on that list potentially knows, oh shit, I know that person and I was doing bad stuff with that person and they just got nailed. Oh, I better get out of here. Usually when you do a big thing like that, big RICO type of a deal, they go after them all at the same time. Teams of people, teams of law enforcement. So I'm not sure. I just felt like I should say that though, because she kind of hinted like it's not going to be quite as bad as you think. Okay, well that's good. Good to know. The other thing was that lady again that was on Team Trump. She's doing the interviews. Name just slipped my mind. It's not June something. It's Judy something maybe. And she was the one, again, doing the interviews about the 625 plane loads of gold we got back from the Vatican, the bankrupt United States, that thing's going away, the new United States is going to come, and she's kind of laying out how everything was. So she was being interviewed by Nino's Corner, I think he calls himself. And he's like, how do you see, like, if the Congress, if the Lloyd Brunson case goes through, for example, I think that's what they were mainly talking about. And like, they're taken out of power. How does that just and she's basically saying, well, it has to be the military has to come in. She goes, in my view, the military can't just come in like, oh, we decided to come in today. She goes, to me, it's going to have to be a event or a series of events that the military goes, okay, we have to step in because of this thing that just happened, or these couple of 2 or 3 things that just happened. We can't let this continue any longer. We're coming in. That's how she framed it. So again, Entheos gave a huge drop the other day. Go find anything Trump has retweeted or retruthed. This is big. Go find them all, he says, and read them, because those are the actual breadcrumbs, the drops. That's basically letting you really know what's happening or going to happen, the breadcrumbs. So I didn't go back and try to find them all because I couldn't imagine how long that might take and me to figure out, his old Twitter account and go, how can I only find retruths? I don't think you can. You have to see the replies plus that. It would take a while to try to figure out every single thing he's retruthed or retweeted. But the one thing recently that he retruthed, which I did the video on, stood out to me as an enormous breadcrumb drop. And my video got reposted by Entheos himself, which is awesome. But I don't want it to just be reposted by him because, he did it again. Oh, I'm so cool. No. If he's reposting my stuff, he's telling everybody else, listen to what this guy just said. And if he reposts somebody else's stuff, he's telling you, listen to what that person said. It's very important. And what was I saying in the video? Well, if Trump retruthed Lloyd Brunson's Supreme Court case, post, is he telling us that the Congress is going to be removed by the Supreme Court? Well, Entheos confirmed later, hey, anything that they repost, Trump reposts or retweets, retruths, specific retweets or retruths. This is big, he says, it's huge. And he's giving you the breadcrumbs. He's letting you know what's going to go down. So it's like, oh my God. Of all the things that man has retruthed or retweeted, me personally anyways, because I've seen his stuff when he reposts or retweets or something, but I can't remember now everything he's done, and I've seen it, but I don't think anything to date stands out to me as big and powerful as him retruthing Lloyd Brunson's case. And remember, he tweeted first, or truthed first, Trump did, the Supreme Court, intervention, we need intervention. This is a, witch hunt, this is a political attack, it's unconstitutional, this is undemocratic, whatever he was saying. And I go, oh, did you catch the words Trump said? And then I got to do a video on that. Then a day or two later, oh my gosh, Lloyd Brunson is saying, hey, did you see what Trump posted the other day? That's our case exactly. And then what happens after that? Entheos comes out and tells you, listen to what this guy retweets and retruths, Trump. It's really important. It's big. And then, again, right before that, we find Trump retruthing Lloyd Brunson's post. Lloyd Brunson, pro se litigant, Supreme Court, about the oath of office of these people, all politicians, and that they broke their oath of office. He lays it out how and why, and has been telling everybody, keep sending your letters to the Supreme Court. Keep sending your letters. They've got over 70,000 now of asking them to please take the case. We need the support. We need the prayers. Keep sending it. And I'll say go ahead. But deep down in my little heart here, or maybe I should say big heart because I have a big heart. Little whisper. I'm going to pull a Biden and whisper. I don't think it really matters. Because you're watching a show and you can just enjoy the show whether you want to send a letter or not. And considering there's already 70,000, but I'm not telling you not to. It's not a bad idea to do it, okay? But when I see an operation in play and I get confirmation it's absolutely an operation, they have complete control, the good guys, this is incredible. I love you. I love everybody. Brunson brothers, Entheos, I love you guys. But I'm not sending a letter. Not sending a letter. Write your Congress member to tell them to stop allowing the trafficking of kids across the border. Okay, we send a letter. And then you find out, 80%, I don't know, Congress members, they have dirt on them and they're all blackmailed. The ones who aren't really bad people are blackmailed into becoming bad people. I don't know if I just said black people, bad people. So you have those who are already bad people. And as Q told us, CIA, why are they running for office? CIA, why are they trying to get into Congress? CIA, why are they trying to get... Telling you all these former CIA farm, as they call them, the farm people, running and getting positions of power within the government. So are we going to write a letter to them? Do you write a letter to the guy that just robbed you and almost killed you at gunpoint? You write him a letter, hey, stop robbing people. No. Just like when you go and stand in line to vote, at least up until now, for the last 20 effing years, at least. Again, starting with Bush Jr., it seemed like. The voting, again, Barack Obama got 100% turnout in numerous counties in just Florida. 100% of the vote in certain precincts went to Barack Obama. That's not mathematically possible. That there wasn't one person that's like in that county, that precinct, and goes, I don't like this guy, I'm not voting for him. No. You got 100, some places you got 110%, 120%, different percentages that are absurd. Again, kind of like the votes that, we sent out this many mail-in ballots, 1 million, but 1.8 million came back, and we ran them all. We ran them. So I don't fax my Congress member. I don't send a letter when I know what I know. In a normal world, when they're not compromised and they're not blackmailed, and maybe they just don't know what the hell they're doing, you should send a letter. Hey, I'm one of your constituents. You're in my area. Listen, you should not vote on this because Normally, any normal-brained human being, even with a monkey's brain, would already know if you're in that position of power to do something or not to do something. You don't need people sending you letters or coming to your office to tell you, it's probably not a good idea to lower the age of consent, sexual consent from, 18 or 17 or whatever state you're in down to 12. Well, we're going to vote on that. We really think it's really important to California, for example. But again, in normal circumstances, you want to say something, you want your voice to be heard, send a letter. Wish you lots of luck, but yeah, send your letter. Right now, I ain't sending shit. And for the reasons stated, but also because, again, it's under lockdown, it's under control, they've got this. So, I'm not. I ain't sending in a letter. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not wasting my pen. Just like standing in line to vote. Would it have mattered last time, 2020 presidential election? Would it have mattered now that you've seen what you've seen? Whether you got your dumb, as President Camacho would say, your monkey ass from the movie, what the hell's the name of it now? Idiocracy. It's your monkey ass. Now get your monkey ass over there in line and vote on an electronic machine that have already been proven to have issues like incredible. And I'm using the word issues lightly so this video doesn't get terminated. Yeah, issues. If you have an issue, we tried to vote in Maricopa County, the machines were down. Oh, sorry, time's up. Time's up. If you have an issue, here's a tissue. Oh, but you had some mail-in votes? Oh, we'll cut, but it's past 12 o'clock midnight. No, it's okay. We had the post office post-date them and change the dates and stuff. Yeah. Bring them in, we'll count those, but I can't get back in line? My time's up? Yeah, sorry. And that's not over with Carrie Lake and them too. Again, the operation is going through. They're all playing their roles. It will get fixed. So I'm not getting too overly involved. I don't like my time being wasted. Whether it's from good guys or bad guys. I don't like my effing time being wasted. To pretend, oh yeah, let's go send letters. No. Why? The plan's already in motion. It's a military operation. Why am I going to send a letter? Waste my paper, waste my ink, waste my time. I'm going to get stamped. With the envelope. Yeah, okay. Be right there. I'd rather rescue a dead bird out of a tree with no limbs.